So last month I went to Mexico City and it was good. And my favorite part was getting to try all the unique Mexican food. Like this. Tacos del Suadero. Let me show you gringos how to make these. Now this is probably where I'm going to piss off a couple of taco aficionados. Taco nados, if you insist. The name Suadero comes from a specific type of meat. It's like the more towards the navel region of the cow. And that's what you're actually supposed to use. And maybe it's easier to come across in Mexico, but here in the States, no. I don't feel like going from Mexican market to Mexican market. So you can use the next best thing, brisket. I have here a 3-pound brisket flat. And the first thing we're going to do is give it a nice checker pattern score. Yeah, about 1 to 2 centimeters deep. And leave on the fat. This is a nice rustic dish. A little fat never hurt anyone. Anyway, let's score widthwise. And do the same thing on the bottom. And since I cut a little too deep, I'm going to go a bit more thinner. So why are we turning our brisket into a meaty checkerboard? I don't know, to be honest. My guess is that's for the marinade to penetrate easier. Speaking of which, transfer our brisket to a bowl. Let's toss in a 1.5 cups of lime juice. And 3 teaspoons of salt. And hopefully you don't have any cuts or scabs on your hands, because you're going to go in here and massage the marinade all over. Okay, once the marinade's evenly distributed, let this marinate for a minimum of 2 hours.
It's raining tacos from out of the sky.
Okay, after our meat is done marinating for 2 hours, not really, time is money around here, we're ready to cook it. But before we continue, a quick ad break. No. What got me so triggered like this? Well, if you want to find out, hop on over to my Patreon and sign up. Is that not an option for some reason? That's fine. Just hit the like button and subscribe. Now, traditionally, suadero is cooked in a special kind of pan. Think metal sombrero flipped upside down. But I don't have that, so I'm going to use this instead. I have here a large pot, and we're going to set that over medium-high heat. Alright, and after it heats up, let's add 1 cup of lard to the pot. No, you don't have to use lard. You can use vegetable oil. In fact, while you're at it, why don't you replace the corn tortillas with flour tortillas, ground beef instead of actual meat, and convince Americans that this is real Mexican food while failing to enter the Mexican market. Because Mexicans, what do they know about Mexican food? I'm sorry, where was I? Oh yeah, add 1 cup of lard to our pot. Okay, after that, let's throw in our meat, sear both sides. Alright, and after a minute, flip it and fry the other side. Fry that for about another minute. Alright, after about a minute, let's flip it back. Oh boy, that was one close trip to the emergency room. Alright, reduce the heat down to low. Alright, now let's throw in some aromatics. Well, aromatic. Specifically, 3 green onions with the bulb attached. And if you can't find these, then use 1 regular bunch of regular green onions. And I'm going to tear these in half so it can fit in the pot. And cover everything with enough water until it comes up 3/4 of the way. Alright, bring this to a boil. Okay, once it comes to a boil, reduce the heat down to medium-low, and let this braise for 3 hours.
Flavored kisses, honey. Fulfill all your wishes with my taco flavored kisses.
Okay, it's been 3 hours, and our meat is done braising, so let's fish it out and transfer it to a wooden cutting board. And here comes the fun part. Chop it up into bite-sized pieces. Let's heat up some corn tortillas. And transfer them to a plate when they're nice and heated. And here's how you construct your taco. Obviously, the first thing is the meat. Some salsa. Some onions. And diced cilantro. And finally, top everything off with a squeeze of lime. Voila, or whatever voila means in Spanish. Suadero tacos. Best part about this taco recipe, no grill needed. You can make it all from the comfort of the indoors. Especially when you live in a climate where snow is almost a rarity. This has been Chase Cuttin Kitchen. I'm CRJ, making cooking fun and meaning it this time. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, smash the like button. If you really liked the video, become a subscriber and hit the bell notification icon. I upload every Thursday. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and support me on Patreon. Oh, and a quick PSA for all my SoCal residents. Don't eat the yellow snow.